Welcome to this practice of Chandra Bhedana, the moon piercing breath. So recently we did a moon salutations workshop, and this pranayama breath technique is like a complementary practice to the moon salutation. One of its key benefits is reducing stress, lowering blood pressure, enhancing a greater sense of calm within. And it's fantastic for people who perhaps sometimes find themselves a little overwrought or overwhelmed or anxious or stressed. And as we approach the festive season this year, it can be a really nice thing to add to your practice. Maybe not every day, but as frequently as feels comfortable, so that you can find some qualities of tranquility and calm in the sort of melee that happens around the festive season and all sorts of events and whatnot. There are a few sections of the population who probably ought not to practice Chandra Bhedana. So if you have low blood pressure, significantly low blood pressure, then this pranayama technique actually reduces blood pressure further, and that might not be very helpful for you. So I would not encourage you to practice this one. Practice Surya Bhedana instead, which raises the blood pressure a bit. And if you have really acute asthma or bronchitis symptoms, I wouldn't practice any breathing technique like this. But if you're congested, you might find it a bit uncomfortable. So this technique is an alternate nostril breathing technique where you only breathe in on the left side and only breathe out on the right side. And instead of going backwards and forwards, you keep breathing in on the left and breathing out on the right. Breathing in on the left and breathing out on the right. So today we're just going to do the really simple introduction level of this practice. And we're going to start with how you close your nostrils. So you can do a really simple technique I often use with children, which is to rest the thumbs underneath the chin. Turn your first fingers into the palm of your hand and close one nostril with your middle finger on one side and then the other with the middle finger on the other side. And we're aiming to use that fleshy part at the side of the nose, push towards the center of the nose gently to close the nostrils rather than sticking our fingers into our noses. And we're trying not to touch the nose with the first finger if possible. For those of you who are more familiar with pranayama techniques, you might like to use the mudra where you put your dominant hand into a fist and then extend the thumb, the ring finger, and the little finger. And so this way you can close one side of the nose with the thumb and one side of the nose with the ring finger, keeping the other two fingers a bit out of the way. So either of these techniques is fine. If you're only using one hand to close the nostrils, you can use Chin Mudra or Jnana Mudra with your other hand, first finger and thumb together, other fingers extended, palm up or down as you choose. So we're going to start just sitting really tall, trying to find any position to sit in on a chair. You can sit perched on a stool if you like, you can kneel, sit cross-legged, sit with the legs out to the side, as long as you feel that you can find length in your spine and find that inner sense of lift without being really rigid. That's what we're looking for. And sitting tall, if you're using one hand or both hands, just allowing the elbows to rest towards the body so the shoulders can be soft. And throughout the breath, we're aiming for a soft, gentle breath where we find ease in the body and we're not breathless at any stage and we're not straining at any stage. So place your hands in the right place, but don't close any of the nostrils yet. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so, or gazing gently downward. Take a long, deep breath in through both nostrils. And a long, deep breath out through both nostrils. Doing that again, breathing in deeply. Breathing out deeply. As you breathe out, at the end of your exhalation, close the right nostril and breathe in through your left. Close your left nostril and open the right. Breathe out through the right. Close the right nostril, open the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left nostril, open the right. Breathe out through the right. Close, open left. Breathe in. Close, open right, breathe out. Close, open left, breathe in. Close, open right, breathe out. Then allow your arms to relax down, your breath to find its natural rhythm again. Take a few quiet moments to observe the effect of your practice so far. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes or raise your eyes, blinking them open. So this was just our first introduction to the breath. You might have found it challenging or easy or anything in between. And it doesn't matter. As long as you keep persevering, it will get better with practice. So if you found that you have had a strong reaction and you didn't enjoy it, absolutely rest out. Do not do any more. Seek the guidance of a teacher in person. But if you would like to try just making this a little bit more rhythmic, then you can practice with me for this next round. We're going to aim to do about 10 rounds of the breath, which is a great entry point for beginners. And I'm going to count. So I'll instruct you to breathe in through the left for the count of 4, and then out through the right for the count of 4. Absolutely balanced. There's the briefest of pauses at the top of the inhalation as we close the nostrils, and at the bottom of the inhalation, same again. But there's no real holding of the breath. And that's our beginner technique. So when you're ready, again, sitting tall, of course, adjusting your position if you need to, allowing your elbows and shoulders to relax, hand in place, breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe out through both nostrils, and remember you can find your own rhythm at any time if you need to. Close your right nostril, breathe in left, 2, 3, 4. Close, breathe out right, 2, 3, 4. Close, breathe in left, 2, 3, 4. Close, breathe out right, 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Close. Breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Close, breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Close. One more left. 2, 3, 4. Close, breathe out right. 2, 3, 4. Relax your arms down. Allow your breath to fall back into its natural rhythm and notice the effect of your practice. Notice if you feel stillness, steadiness, calm, tranquil. These feelings, these effects will be more pronounced with more practice. And don't be disheartened if you don't feel them on your first few goes. You may use this breath as a gateway to meditation if you find it calming and centering. But for now, bringing the palms together at the center of the chest, lifting your chest and taking your chin gently down without strain or force. Give yourself a soft smile, and when you're ready, raising your head, opening your eyes, releasing your hands. So, I hope you've enjoyed this first introduction to Chandra Bhedana. It is one of the most lovely things to practice if you have anxious times. So, for example, I use it whenever I'm driving somewhere I've never been before, which is one of the things that I get a little bit anxious about. Then I use a little bit of Chandra Bhedana, and it just makes me feel nice and calm about the whole thing, knowing I can rely on myself. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate. There are progressing techniques which I'll also record for you on a different day. Namaste.